Hello, welcome to another video. Today we are going to give you a review. Okay, well Ollie isn't. I'm going to give you a review of the Smoothie Bomb protein powders that we take traveling with us. So stick around and don't forget there will be a discount for you for 10% off your first order. Don't mind that noise, that's Ollie chewing on her gross Kong. Hello and welcome back. My name is Coralie. This is my channel Jump With No Fear, and today joining me is Alexis because she comes camping with me and she decided she wanted to be in this video today to help give her thoughts. Very funny piece. I'm sure you did. Welcome back to another video. I'm going to give you a review of Smoothie Bombs, the protein powders and their actual bomb product. That's their flagship product, the Smoothie Bombs. It's like a little extra thing that goes in a smoothie. Don't mind me looking at my notes because otherwise I won't remember some of this. It is a normal protein powder type company, I guess, but I decided to do a review on it because it's the only protein powder I have found over quite a number of years of trying to find a nice protein powder that frankly isn't disgusting. I've tried quite a few over the years because it's handy to have protein powders ready for a smoothie, for a really quick healthy meal, and but all of them have either been too sweet or the fake sugar that they've used has had an overwhelming flavor that I didn't enjoy, or just the flavor was overpowering. So yeah, this one we've really enjoyed, so we keep buying them and we use them regularly. They have two different smoothie type products. They have the protein powder and they have the Smoothie Bombs. The protein powder is self-explanatory. It's a powder. You can shake it up or whatever, or put it in a smoothie. And the Smoothie Bombs are designed literally to go into a smoothie. It's kind of like a little nutrition densely packed thing that adds some flavor and some extra nutrition to a smoothie. So they have 6 different flavors of the protein powder and they have 7 different flavors of the Smoothie Bombs. Now, as I mentioned with the other ones that we've tried, I found that the flavors were just way too over the top and it became too much. I couldn't have them daily, even if I wanted to. Even once a week was a bit too much. It was just overpowered the taste of whatever smoothie you were having, and to drink on their own, it was just far too much. So these flavors, they're not too sweet. The flavor profile is not overwhelming, and there is none of that weird aftertaste like I have found with some of the other protein powders. They have a whole lot of recipes where you can combine different flavors of these with flavors of these with different fruits, and it's pretty cool. So there's a really large range of varieties that you can try as you mix them all up. For the Smoothie Bombs, they have 7 different types of Smoothie Bomb flavors, but they have a trial pack with 5 different flavors in it so that you can get a good taste of some of the different flavors they have. Occasionally with the Smoothie Bombs and with the powders, they have some limited edition flavors, which are pretty cool. One of the ones they had for a little while was Choc Mint, which we really liked. This is the scoop that they sell with it. It's a little branded one. It says the Smoothie Bombs. I don't think we'll be able to see that. It's sort of lightly embossed. It's a great scoop. It's got like a little clip on the back so you can use it to, you know, clip on the packets if you like. Ollie, don't put your nose on it. Thanks. Yeah, come on up. In the flavors, not each one is the same amount of protein. It varies from the one with the least amount of protein as 17 grams of protein per serve, which is 2 of these scoops. That is 1 serve. And the one with the most amount of protein has 22.5 grams of protein per serve. And on the page for each one of these, it gives you all the details of the ingredients and how much protein is in each one as well. These all come in a 500 gram bag. And the main base for the protein is faba beans and pea protein. I don't know if it's faba or faba. And the sweetener they use is erythritol. I do not find that it has any of an aftertaste. Do you find, have you ever tasted any of the sweetness aftertaste? Yeah, some fake sugars really have a strong aftertaste. Like aspartame, can't stand the aftertaste of that one. This does not have that. I guess erythritol is a fairly subtle one, and it's one that you can't taste. Each pack has about 12.5 serves in it, it says. So one pack is $44.95, which works out to, across the 12.5 serves per pack, works out to roughly $3.75 per serve. You can buy a 6-pack of these, which obviously is cheaper because you're buying them in bulk, and that works out to $40.46 for each bag, which is a little bit of discount compared to your individual price of $44.95. And in the 6-pack you also get a free shaker and free express shipping, so you sort of win even more with that because you're taking down the cost with your free shaker and your free express shipping. So that's not too bad. It's not a cheap product, but I don't think any protein powders that I've seen have actually been that cheap. So and if you're counting on this to actually give you some protein and give you some nutrition, I kind of feel that you probably don't want a cheap one because it's probably just going to be full of a whole lot of crap that's not actually going to give you any nutrition. Now the smoothie bombs themselves, these are the extra little sort of like an extra boost that you can throw in your smoothie. These are $13.50, and in each little cardboard tube you get 5 of these. That works out to $2.70 for each one of these. In the 25 pack, which is the largest you can get them in, that comes down to $2.30 per bomb instead of $2.70. Now the powders, they can be shaken if you prefer, but if you're going to have them with a smoothie bomb, you do want to blend that little smoothie bomb in there because otherwise you'll end up with chunks. You could probably have it just crumbled over like a smoothie bowl or something if you liked. That would probably be quite nice, or you could crumble it over some cereal or something. I've never tried that. When I have not sort of blended it fully, when I've just used my portable blender, which is not quite as powerful as like a big one that plugs into the wall, sometimes you get tiny little chunks of it, and it's actually kind of like a nice little flavor boost. Do you enjoy it for that as well, or do you not like the little chunks? It doesn't bother you either way? She doesn't mind either way. These can be used on their own and these can be used on their own, but mostly we usually mix them. And you can also use these in baking. Apparently I have not tried that because I'm not much of a baker, but it would be kind of cool, I guess. As well as the protein powders and the smoothie bombs, they also have a few other products. They have 3 varieties of hot chocolate. There's a sleepy hot chocolate that has rose in it, so I guess it's a bit of a floral flavor. They have a salted caramel and they have a mocha. So I also have not tried those. I imagine they would taste quite nice though if they're similar at all to the protein powders. They also have some cereal as well. They have 3 different types of cereal. There's a granola, a muesli, and a porridge. I also haven't tried any of the cereal. They're not cheap cereals. I think they'd be a bit of a special treat if I was to try them. They do have some accessories such as the little spoon that I showed you before. They've also got a smoothie shaker, which I've never bought because I do it in my blender and we just put it in whatever glass we're using. But if you were using just these on their own, you could use the shaker and make up a smoothie on the go. And also they have some little cups which are color changed. They look pretty cute. They also have some straws. They're nice thick straws that you can use with thick smoothie, and they also work for bubble tea, it says, so that's handy. I actually do need some more bubble tea straws, so I'm probably going to grab some of those at one point. Now in regards to these being good for while you're traveling, some of the advantages are a lot of protein powders come in those hard containers, and even if there's only a little bit left in the bottom, you are not gaining any space by like using them up because the container doesn't collapse. But these, as you use them, of course the packet gets smaller and smaller, so that makes it convenient for traveling so that it takes up less space. The Ziploc seal is nice and sturdy, it's not going to spill out. I've also kept some of these packets for storing food or rubbish or whatever because they're such a good solid plastic packet that I quite like reusing them. These packets here are great. Oh god, I keep doing that. These packets here are great because they're made out of cardboard, so these are quite recyclable. They are nice and compact. They're not going to squash if you were taking them traveling, so you can just sort of throw them in a bag or throw them in whatever you're carrying for your food. And the packets also being cardboard means that they can go in the recycling. And the packets that each of the little smoothie bombs come in to keep them fresh, these are actually made of plant-based stuff, so the little packet itself is compostable. We have some favourite combos that we like. One of Alexis's current favourites is, what did you decide it was called? Big Berry Bomb. Because it's got berry everything. So it's got the berry protein powder, which is this one. It's got the berry smoothie bomb, which is called the Lover Super Berries. and she also likes to have blueberries in it. We have occasionally had other frozen berries that we've put in as well, and that also makes a nice berry smoothie. So it's like a kind of like a berry overload, and that's pretty nice. I've tried it. It's not my favorite. One of my favorites though is the chocolate protein powder with the Healer. It's called the Healer Vanilla Hemp. The vanilla is quite subtle, and we both have ours with banana usually. Occasionally I'll add a bit of apple, or I haven't actually tried adding cucumber and stuff, but you can add all sorts of things to smoothies. I just tend to be a little bit safe when I have a smoothie, and I prefer to stick with the banana. Some of the flavors we have both enjoyed have been some of the limited edition ones. For example, this is one of their limited edition flavors. It's called the Rebel, and it's toffee apple flavor, and it's actually really nice. It's got like a nice sort of appley tang to it, and that's been pretty good. I've liked that one. If they still have them when we order next, I'm probably going to grab another one because we quite like that. In fact, we bought two, didn't we? We bought two and we've already finished one because we really quite like them. They also had another limited edition flavour, which I think I mentioned before, which is the Choc Mint, which we quite like. Even though they ran out of that one because it was a limited edition flavour, we sometimes add a little bit of peppermint essence to the smoothie, and that sort of just adds a nice little bit of flavour as well. Now we enjoy, I think, all of the flavours of the protein powders except for the coffee flavour one that they have. I'm not a big fan of coffee. I love the smell, I hate the taste. We like most of the flavours of the smoothie bombs. Alexis isn't keen on the vanilla flavour, but I actually really like it.
What? I like the vanilla hemp. I don't like vanilla.
Oh, you don't like the vanilla powder?
Yes.
Oh, okay, sorry, I got that mixed up. So yeah, she likes that one, but she doesn't like the protein powder in the vanilla. I quite like both of them. I'm not a big fan of the berry flavors, either the smoothie bombs or the protein powder, but it's all just a matter of personal taste. There is a peanut paste flavored one, which is this one. It's peanut butter, peanut paste, depends where you're from. I quite enjoy this. It's not overwhelmingly peanutty, which I quite like. It just adds a little bit of that flavor instead of being overwhelming. Some peanut butter flavored things are a bit much. And they also do have one of the smoothie bomb flavors is a golden chai, which I think a lot of people actually would really enjoy. I'm not a fan of it personally. It's got a little bit of a spice tang to it, which I don't enjoy, and I think also the flavor of the turmeric is not my favorite as well, because I'm pretty sure it's got some turmeric in it. So as I've covered with the prices, they're not cheap. I tend to stock up just occasionally and they last a very long time. It does add up if you're having it every day, but it does work out as a pretty healthful, quick, light meal. And we find that useful, especially because I'm the one responsible for feeding us, and I get a bit sick of trying to think of what we want. And you know, with the banana and a smoothie bomb and the protein powder and anything else we have that we can throw in it, it makes a really nice light meal that's full of lots of good nutrition and the protein that we need. Don't forget also that I have a 10% discount for your first order. The code is Jump With No Fear, and you can put that in and get 10% off your first order if you are interested in trying these. And that's about it, really. Thank you for watching. Thank you to all my patrons. I really appreciate you all. And if you want to join my Patreon, there's a link in the description as well. I have 3 different tiers, but every tier gets the same benefits. So it's just sort of what you're comfortable with if you wanted to join. And that's it for today. Bye from Alexis. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It's also worth checking to see if you're still subscribed, because sometimes YouTube does this thing where it kicks you off subscribing someone. I don't know why it happens, so double check. Leave a comment if you like. I love getting comments. I love interacting with you all, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye.